Hello there, everybody. This is a very, very cool puzzle, I think, and I think the solution is brilliant. White to move and win this. And when I found the solution, I was very, very happy because it's pretty cool. So anyway, the black pawns are going down in the diagram. We have a bishop for the two pawns, which is normally not enough to win, even without these two pawns. But of course, since the black king is on the eighth rank, the rook is in a bad position, we can still win this anyway. But as always, there's only one starting move that will make this a victory for white. So it's up to you to find it, and not only the starting move, find the full variation, of course. So pause the video now, take a look at this on your own time, and see if you can solve this on your own. So go ahead right now. Okay, welcome back. So we want to perhaps grab this rook or force black into a checkmate of some sort. A check here, which could be like a natural move. Doesn't really do us any good. Black will go up. He's still guarding his rook. We don't have any check with our bishop. It's in the wrong color. And if we go back, well, then black can escape here and hide where he wants to be. So a rook check is totally pointless at this point. What about starting with a bishop check here? The king is, of course, forced to go here. Check here doesn't do anything. He can come back to e7 where we don't want him. Perhaps we can go with the king to get in here, threatening a checkmate. Well, the point is black has this f5 move to really help out. Now, if we want to go in here, we will just be checked. We have forced back, and the rook is out. Now, even if he loses these two pawns, there's nothing we can do to win this. This is just not material enough. So, what if we don't move the king here? Check here, perhaps, and force the king to c8, with the idea to go back with the rook and threaten the check here on a8 and win this rook. Well, of course, black can simply go back and we have the same position again, so this rook check was totally pointless. And actually, it seems like we cannot do anything about this. Black will play f5 the next move, get his rook out, and we don't have anything here. We cannot come further. So this is not the correct starting move either, the check here. Oh, not there, up here. Okay, should we leave the bishop here and advance with our king, trying to get it to d6? And if we reach there, we will win this for sure. Well, the problem is, again, black will play f5. Now, when we get the king closer, he will just give a check. We are forced back somewhere. The rook can be out. And again, we are not getting anywhere closer. The king can just not break through. The bishop is not strong enough to turn this around for white. And we will have to settle for a draw. So, let's go back from the beginning. It seems like the big problem here that black will play f5 in anything we do. So the correct starting move is to stop that. We don't want him to get to f5, and the only way we can do it is to put our own piece on f5. A fantastic bishop sacrifice on f5. This is the correct starting move, and from here white wins. And it's not easy to see this, really not. If you manage to see this, I will say very, very well done. Okay, so what's happening now? Well, we are threatening the king 2 steps here, and then it's really, really gone. So if we just see what happens, if it takes, well, the king comes to c5. The king cannot move. Oh, he can move, but then we will help us get here and really threaten checkmate. And of course, escaping with the king will not help him. He will lose the rook, and both pawns will fall very soon. He can not move his rook either. Then we'll have a check, and we will win the rook right away, like this. Black will try to play f6 anyway, so he will be able to perhaps get his rook up here. But that's not good because that's a checkmate in one. So it's not working either. What if we place the rook to g8 with the idea of getting the king up to f7 if we check? Well, of course, we go to e6 with the king. He will go with his king to f8. If we check now, he will escape to g7. But we will not do that. We will simply grab this pawn on f6. And look at this. There's nothing black can do here. He will get checkmated unless he sacrifices his rook here or go back with the king to e8, which will also lose the rook. So either checkmate in right away or lose the rook. And really, after bishop f5, there's not so much to look at. I mean, the rook cannot move. We will check and win it. The king cannot move. It doesn't give him anything. We will just leave the bishop here and advance with our king. Now perhaps he wants to do this, but the king comes to d6. And you see the bishop, which is not yet taken, is still protecting the e6 square, so there's no check here. He will just lose the rook. And otherwise he will lose it anyway, or get checkmated. So that's no point either. What if he plays f6 after we put our bishop here on f5? Well, everything wins here practically. We can just take here also, and then just continue. Now we see again, he cannot move the rook because he will lose it. He cannot move the king. Same will come here. If he moves the pawn with the intention of going with the rook to f6, well, we have one move that wins this for white. And if you want to pause the video again, go ahead. Here we go. We just block it with playing bishop f7. And now really he cannot move either king or the rook. He will lose the rook right away. So what can he do? Allow us to come in here and just prepare for the checkmate. All right, so that's everything, folks. Thank you for watching this little video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.